Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see you all, and we're honored to have with us today the recipients of the Richard J. Weyhrich Leadership Scholarship Award from the Community Foundation. Heidi McPherson, CEO of the Community Foundation, and this is the best part of the day, right? It's just amazing. Who knew that we would be talking about potholes and water treatment and retirement after 40 years. I mean, it's just a really important day. I think, Dawn, you said something about how important it was for the students to be able to see how government works. It's not easy, and it's tough what you all do and what the citizens do and what the entire staff do. And so on behalf of the Community Foundation Board, the staff, our family of donors, et cetera, I'm really honored to be here. The Richard J. Weyhrich Leadership Award is an endowed fund at the Community Foundation. And endowments, for those of you who don't know, are permanent savings accounts, right? They are just the principal is never spent, which means there's always money available to be able to give to these students. And the Leadership Award is not about getting a 4.9 GPA. I could never have gotten a 4.9 GPA. I don't know how that happens. It's about leadership. It's about commitment to your community. It's about family. It's about your school. And I think that the impression that scholarships are for the high achievers in academia, they really are more than that. And so the Weyhrich Award we're particularly appreciative to bring to you all because it speaks to leadership, which is what you all do and what all of the workers and the leadership that we saw today, the water treatment folks, it's just amazing. I wish we had a video to share with you. I'm really inspired by those videos. I do want to talk a little bit, just real quickly, about your community foundation, our community foundation. You all recognized us last year for our 25th anniversary, which is extraordinary. And this year, the community foundation will award in our scholarship over $600,000 to students across San Luis Obispo County. And many of the Weyhrich scholarships, not all of them, are here, unfortunately, because they have a lot of demands that are going on in their lives. But the Weyhrich scholarships are here, those recipients. And I do want to say a word to all the school people, the family people, the guidance counselors, the parents, the grandparents, the siblings, everyone who makes it possible for these students to be who they are and who they're going to be in the future. We're recognizing the students today, but to us at the Community Foundation, there's a deeper iceberg there. There's a lot of support for these students, guidance counselors, coaches, pastors, et cetera, and that they truly are part of the infrastructure to help these students be the best that they can be and provide leadership in the future. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Emily, our scholarship manager, and thank you all for recognizing these extraordinary students. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Heidi. Good morning, everyone. This ceremony is without a doubt one of the most rewarding things that we do at the Community Foundation, and of course, especially in the scholarship program. We would like to thank the Board of Supervisors for taking a brief pause in your important work today to celebrate these incredible young leaders from across the county. What a special opportunity for our rising leaders to learn about local government and how small things that they do, small actions, can create positive changes right here at home. The Community Foundation Scholarship Program is powered by a team of approximately 150 dedicated volunteers that evaluate and serve in many different ways to help make this possible. We estimate that well over 1,000 volunteer hours go into evaluation and selection each year. And it is with enormous gratitude that I'd like to introduce the dedicated scholarship committee members here with us today. Could I ask each of you to stand? Stacy Miko, Celia Bewley, Cabe Miller, Rick Moss, Pat Hosegood-Martin, Bern Sinkson. Thank you. And any evaluators here today? I know a couple said that they were coming. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for what you do. They work really, really hard. I would also like to recognize the Community Foundation staff who work so hard to make the magic of the scholarship program possible. Of course, we know Heidi McPherson, Cassandra Kardashev, and Sarah Twisselman, who's in the house over here, and our newest member of the scholarship team, Sharon Avitzer. Thank you so much for all you do to help. So as Heidi mentioned, the Weyhrich Leadership Award was established in 2006 through a generous bequest by Richard J. Weyhrich, meant to support exceptional young leaders with so much potential. Each year, this endowed scholarship may be awarded to a deserving student from each high school in the county. The selection process is rigorous, and these students know it too. They've been interviewed, and they've worked really hard to be here today. What an honor it was for me in my first year as scholarship manager to observe this year's interviews. It was really special. And it was such a hard decision. Now, in its 18th year, this program has awarded more than $731,000 in scholarships, the Community Foundation Scholarship Program, to over 269 SLO County residents. SLO County students. This year, the award for Weyhrich is $3,500 that these students are receiving. As you will see, you will meet our recipients, and we feel we are confident that we have fulfilled Mr. Weyrich's desire to identify young people who have the passion and talent to lead others. And we want to reward them by helping them attend college and reach their full potential. So in addition to the Weyhrich Leadership Scholarship, the Community Foundation San Luis Obispo County offers 38 other scholarships open to a diverse array of students in areas of study, including first generation to college, career technical education, LGBTQ, STEM, arts, business, agriculture, and so much more. Award amounts range from $500 to $23,000. Since our inception in 1998, over $4 million in scholarships have been awarded through more than 1,500 individual scholarships, making the Foundation Scholarship Program the largest scholarship provider in SLO County. At this time, I would like to introduce Stacy Miko, our amazing scholarship committee chair and a veteran community scholarship evaluator. She has the distinct honor of introducing and chatting briefly with each of our recipients today. After meeting these inspiring young people and hearing about their accomplishments, I'm sure you will agree with me that the future is looking very bright. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emily. Good morning, everybody. You know, for many years, the person standing in this position, in this role, was none other than Dr. Julian Crocker. His passing last November left a big hole in our hearts, in our community, and especially at the Community Foundation San Luis Obispo County. We really miss his passion, his genuine devotion to this next generation, and his bright smile. This ceremony was a joy for him. So it is with much humility and admiration and joy that I step into these shoes today. Julian, I'll give it my best, and by the way, you are going to love this group of students. So without further ado, let's meet these amazing young leaders. So here's how things are going to work this morning. We're going to meet each of our scholarship recipients by district. Supervisors, I will ask you to come down and join me for the student or students in your district. Maybe you could be right here in the middle. I'll do some traffic directing here. And then we'll call up the students one at a time. You guys can come here to my left. I'll have the pleasure of telling you a little bit about some of their incredible accomplishments and ask each one to briefly chat about a project or an activity that really gave their leadership skills a chance to shine. Then we will hand out the medals, the certificates, do a quick picture. And then at the conclusion, we invite you to enjoy a couple of refreshments out in the lobby, but we do ask all of the students that can stay, I know some of you have to run off, to please stay, and we'll do a group photo at the end of the presentation. Okay, sound good? All right. Oh, by the way, we are going to be starting with District 3 because we've got a couple students who have other awards things at their schools and need to run off. So we'll do 3, 4, 5, and then back to 1, 2. Okay? Great. So I would like to start. So Supervisor Ortiz, if you Ortiz-Legg, if you would please come down. Thank you. And our first recipient of the Weyhrich Leadership Scholarship is from San Luis Obispo High School, Dawson Sennes. Come on down. Go ahead and stand right over here. I had the pleasure of interviewing Dawson at San Luis Obispo High School. Really quickly, as Heidi was mentioning, it does take a village to support these students. So would any of Dawson's parents or teachers or administrators, I think they're probably at your awards thing at school, right? But anyway, I think your dad is here, so maybe at least stand and have recognition for you. Thank you. Okay, so Dawson is going to be majoring in structural engineering with an emphasis on geotechnical engineering. Did I get that right? Yeah. Perfect. And you're going to be attending?
The Colorado School of Mines.
Colorado School of Mines. Congratulations. That's awesome. During our interviews with the students, we asked each student to identify 3 qualities that of leadership that they saw in themselves. So for Dawson, that was commitment, stretching your comfort zone and putting yourself out there so others would want to be involved too. That's very much a Dawson thing. And reliability, keeping your word. So at school, he's very busy. He has been involved in Associated Student Body, or ASB, for 3 years, serving as a class officer and secretary. He's a member of the National Interscholastic Cycling Association for 4 years. He's raced cross-country mountain bikes at a state level, and he mentors younger riders. He's been involved in FFA for 3 years. He served as a student senator for 4 years, representing SLO High School at the Superintendent's Student Senate. And also he helped revive the Best Buddies Club that had been dissolved during COVID. And this is a club that connects special needs students during lunchtime and meetings and monthly field trips. So outside of school, he's busy as well. He had a summer job at Red Arrow Camp for 8 weeks where he was a stable hand and taught campers how to ride horses. And he's volunteered as a camp counselor at Hawthorne Elementary 6th grade 5-day wilderness camp. So Dawson, when asked why he does community service, Dawson replied, he enjoys building relationships with the people you are doing it with and the people you are doing it for. And I really appreciate that. So Dawson, quick question for you. So in your essay, you wrote about the sense of anonymity and lack of school spirit that pervaded your school after the return from online learning. So how did you and your ASB members, how were you able to rekindle school pride, and what did you learn?
Well, that was a pretty difficult process. And it took a lot of effort from ASB as a whole, but on an individual level, it was really just putting yourself out there and being okay with embarrassing yourself at the expense of school spirit. Because, after online school, no one really wanted to put themselves out there, dress up for spirit days or go to dances and stuff. So it was really on the ASB shoulders to bring all that spirit back, and so that required me dressing up in ridiculous costumes for Spirit Day when absolutely no one else at the school was. Just walking by all of my peers wearing just very embarrassing clothing, and everyone just looking at me, and I'm just happy to be there doing it, even though it's mortifying. So that, it was really just putting myself out there and being able to embarrass myself is what helps that.
Yeah, and leading by example.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Congratulations. We wish you all the best. Making us proud. Okay, take care. Okay, our next recipient of the Weyhrich Leadership Scholarship is from Coastal Christian High School in Pismo Beach, and that is Isaac Pruett. And could we... Could we also have any of the parents or teachers or administrators or anyone who is supporting Isaac stand and be recognized? So Isaac is going to be majoring in computer science, and do you want to tell everyone where you're headed?
Allen Hancock College with the intent to transfer to Biola.
Excellent. Sounds great. So Isaac's qualities of a leader are being creative, having strong convictions, and working well on a team. At school, he's earned a varsity letter as captain and lead programmer of the Chromium robotics team and grew the team from 3 members to 13. And at a small school, that's a lot of members. He's worked with school administration to organize and prepare a curriculum for a summer Lego robotics camp for 8 to 12-year-olds. He participates in ASB as a senior officer and chaplain, and he played varsity tennis for a year. Outside of school, he helps with the Hope Connection youth group at his church all year long. He is the sound tech and live stream coordinator for all regular church services. We all need an Isaac in our life. He's a video game designer, and he worked as a tutor for math and reading. When asked why he does community service, Isaac said, "It taught him to work well with others and gave him the appreciation of different groups. It increased his communication skills with his peers, and he learned empathy toward others." So Isaac, could you tell us a little bit more about this summer Lego robotics camp that you organized? Were there any challenges that you faced, and what did you learn from the experience?
Yeah, I'd say that there were a lot of challenges in running that camp because I'd never done anything like that before. But what I really learned from the experience is just the value of working with other people. You can't do everything alone. And if you have more people surrounding you than who you're trying to work with, it just multiplies your own efforts and their efforts as well.
Excellent. Well, we wish you all the best. Thank you. And we have one last student from District 3, although unfortunately she had a previous commitment and couldn't be here, but I still did want to tell you a little bit about her. And her name is Sophia Longman, and she's from Mission College Prep High School. She is going to be majoring in physics at UCLA. She played varsity tennis for 4 years, where she was the team captain, track, varsity track, junior class president, ASB vice president this year, her senior year. Outside the community, she volunteers for the League of Women Voters, encouraging voter registration. She's volunteered at a soccer camp for 5 to 10-year-olds, and she had her own business called Sophia's Sweets, where she baked, advertised, and sold her sweet treats. When asked why she does community service, Sophia said she feels that doing community service develops you as a person, and you have the opportunity to give back to others. So congratulations to Sophia. We'll be sure to get her certificate and the... Okay, let's move to District 4. Supervisor Paulding, if you would join me down here, please. Okay, so the first student I would like to introduce you to is Maisie Bullock from Nipomo High School. Come on down. And do we have any of, if any of Maisie's family or teachers or friends could stand and be recognized? Bravo. So Maisie is going to be majoring in audiology, studying speech and hearing disorders, and you're headed to? Yes, congratulations. Maisie's qualities of a leader are relating well to others, love of community, and that leadership enables her to help others. At school, she's played varsity water polo grades 9 through 12 and served as co-captain and captain. She's also been on varsity swim and dive team for 4 years. She's a founding member of the Titans Excellence Coalition, which brings together student leaders on campus for monthly meetings to discuss ways to better their leadership skills. Great idea. And she's also a student representative for the Campus Climate and Culture team. She joins administrators, counselors, and department heads for biweekly meetings to brainstorm and implement ideas to enhance campus climate and culture. Outside of school, she has worked for all 4 years of high school as a receptionist, a summer lifeguard and swim instructor, an aquatics coach, and a barista. For a community service project, Maisie creates beautiful floral arrangements out of waste and leftover materials from her floral design class. She hand delivers them once a month to a local retirement home. For her efforts, she was awarded the California State Seal of Civic Engagement. So why does Maisie do community service? She said she loves her close-knit community where she's grown up. She's hoping to, quote, make a modest yet positive impact on her hometown. I think you already have. So Maisie, could you tell us a little bit more about your repurposed floral design project?
Yeah.
So how did you come up with this idea, and what did you get out of it?
So I'm also part of FFA, which is why I'm in floral, and every semester we're required to do a SAE project, and I was kind of tired of doing like job shadows and stuff like that in the ag department, and I really fell in love with my floral class and just making arrangements, and I noticed that we had a lot of leftover waste which kind of just rotted in our floral cooler, so I came up with the idea to kind of repurpose them and give them back to people who would appreciate them. So a classmate and I would stay after school or after class and kind of just make arrangements that we thought would be nice and pretty with what we had left and deliver them when we could after school. And it was really fun just being able to interact with the residents at the old folks home and kind of talk to them and just see how happy it made them, even though it was a small little act.
That's awesome. I'm sure they appreciate it, and I hope somebody will be taking on your project for next year too to keep it going.
We're trying to.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we wish you all the best. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, so our next student from District 4 is from Central Coast New Tech High School, and that is Isabel Rodriguez. Come on down. Could Isabel's family and friends or teachers or anyone please stand and be recognized? So Isabel is going to be majoring in pre-med psychology. Is that right? Psychobiology. Oh, psychobiology. Okay, awesome. And she is headed to University of Southern California, right?
At the last moment, I switched to UC Santa Barbara.
Okay, UC Santa Barbara it is then. That's fantastic. Good for you. So Isabel's qualities of a leader are passion, resilience, and leading with love and kind intention. At school, she is the co-founder of a certified NAMI, is that how you pronounce it? NAMI club on her campus after seeing so much need following COVID, and that stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. She played varsity soccer for 4 years and varsity track for 3 years. She's president of the Leo Club for 3 years. She's an avid student, member of the LGBTQ&A Club, and she's co-founder of La Cultura Club, which strives to eliminate harmful stereotypes and promote inclusion. Outside the community, she has worked with Transitions Mental Health and Lumina Alliance to help get students mental health support. She is a tutor to an adult who is learning Spanish. And she is on the Kevin Love Foundation Youth Advisory Board. And Kevin Love is an NBA star who spoke out about his own mental health struggles and helps young athletes dealing with stress. So when asked why she likes to do community service, Isabel said she felt, quote, emotionally exhausted from standing idle, end quote, and wanted to change the culture around mental health issues. So she wants to help remove barriers to mental health treatment, such as cultural stigma, the lack of education, and resources. Her counselor says, this caring can-do approach to life is Isabel. Her steadfast determination is amazing. So Isabel, I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about the NAMI Club on your campus. So what kinds of programs were you able to organize, and what has been the reaction or the response from your fellow students?
Mm-hmm. Well, originally there were so many obstacles that we had to overcome, getting certifications, taking classes, and getting approved by our school and also by NAMI California. But just since their students have been, just yesterday we had our first ever wellness day in which we had over 15 different nonprofits, organizations, organizations and high school clubs on campus participate, just spreading advocacy and awareness regarding wellness and mental health. But overall, the club has been able to make significant strides in just making mental health an open dialogue. Yeah.
Well, thank you for what you're doing. We appreciate it, and we wish you all the best. And we have one additional student in District 4, but unfortunately she had a previous commitment and could not make it. But let me tell you a little bit about her. Her name is Ashlynn Chavez. She is going to be majoring in art. She wants to be an illustrator or maybe a project manager, and she'll be attending Laguna College of Art and Design. Her 3 qualities of a leader are confidence, team builder, and a good listener. School activities, she's president of the yearbook club, captain of the golf team. She played for 4 years, member of the a cappella choir. She's an officer in Students for a Better Community and a 3-year member of the Feminist Club. Outside of school, she's been a Girl Scout for 13 years, has earned bronze and silver awards, and is on her way to earning gold. She volunteers at the Girl Scout Ranchera program at Camp Arna and leads scouts in challenges involving rescued horses. And she is passionate about animals and renovates shelters at the Turtle and Tortoise Rescue of Arroyo Grande. So congratulations to Ashley. Okay, thank you. So we're going to go ahead and move to District 5. Supervisor Arnold, if you would please join us. Thank you. And I am very pleased to introduce you to our next scholarship recipient from Atascadero High School, and that is Sebastian Marano. And would the parents or teachers or fans of Sebastian please stand and be recognized? Thank you for being here. So Sebastian he's planning to major in biological sciences, and he wants to pursue nursing. Hooray. And where have you decided to go? Have you made a decision?
UC Irvine.
UC Irvine, congratulations. That's fantastic. So Sebastian's qualities of a leader are compassion, humility, and reliability. At school, he is in a wide array of activities, which I love. He's a member of the varsity swim team for 4 years and earned the Coaches Award. He is a member of the Atascadero High School String Orchestra for all 4 years. He's the first cellist and student conductor. He is also in the marching band and the jazz combo, where he plays trombone and also conducts there. He's the founding president of the Filipino Culture Appreciation Club for 3 years. He's also a member of Key Club, Gay Straight Alliance, and he played water polo for a year. So out in the community, Sebastian is an Eagle Scout and a junior assistant scoutmaster for Boy Scout Troop 51. He is the founding president of a local chapter of Demole International, and he volunteers 4 hours a week at French Hospital. Sebastian values personal relationships and feels a responsibility to help others better themselves. This is a quote from one of your interviewers. It's this sincere interest in helping others that draws people to him and sets him up to be the quiet leader. So Sebastian, congratulations on earning the rank of Eagle Scout. I was wondering, could you tell us a little bit about your Eagle project, and how did that enhance your leadership skills?
So for my Eagle Scout project, I wanted to give back to the music program. My band director is over there. We have a very limited amount of funds. The arts program, the money that we get has to support the marching band, the concert band, the string orchestra, the jazz class, as well as the guitar classes that Mr. Conradall teaches. And I've noticed that in the guitar class, it usually fills up with students who need to fulfill an arts class in order to graduate, and most of the students in there don't really want to do guitar. So they're not treating the instruments the best way that they can, and the gear that we have to store and protect the instruments aren't up to standard. So for my project, I strove to replace the storage, help make a program or a catalog to put the guitars in, make sure we know each one is accounted for, and a student is held responsible. And I think that really helped out the program. And for my leadership, it allowed me to give back to a program that has really helped me through high school, and hopefully inspires the other students in the program to do the same as well.
That's just fantastic. Congratulations, and we wish you all the best. Okay, that brings us to, as we're looping around, back to District 1. So Supervisor Pichon, if you would please join us down here. Excuse me. So next, I am pleased to introduce our next scholarship recipient from Paso Robles High School, and that is Elidia Chavez. And would the family or teachers or support folks for Elidia please stand and be recognized? Thank you for being here. Hi there. So I think you'd like to go by Ellie, is that right? Okay. So Ellie is going to be majoring in mechanical engineering and attending
University of San Diego.
Yay! Congratulations. That's amazing. So Ellie's qualities of a leader are compassion, confidence, and courage. At school, she is the ASB president and the Paso Robles School District student trustee this year. She served 2 years as student council class representative. She's a 4-year varsity softball player and club softball player, and she played volleyball for 3 years and was the team captain and played soccer for 1 year. And she's a member of the Student Senate and a leader in Link Crew. When asked why she likes to do community service, Ellie said, she likes to make a difference in people's lives and affect change. And you're going to love this. Her approach is to identify a problem, research its background, develop a survey to gather data, and then work for a successful outcome. So I think we should just give her a seat up here right away. Ellie is humble and kind and inspires others with her integrity and her work ethic. So Ellie, I wanted to ask you about your role as a student trustee for the school district this year. So tell us about any issues that you've advocated for this year and what that experience was like for you.
Yeah, so one of the main issues that my school faced was we needed an updated dress code, and I worked really hard with my school staff, talked to all of my peers from different backgrounds to figure out what we needed in a new dress code, because this hadn't been updated in about 20 years. And it was really hard, you know, getting appropriate clothes with like that were costs that people were able to afford. And I didn't, but the vice president of the school had to present to the board of trustees the new updated dress code. And it was really hard going against very strong-minded school board members that differ from your opinion. And you had to stay really confident to what you believe in and to what you're representing your peers for. And that kind of just shows how much one person can represent and how much change you can make. And doing that really kind of showed me how much of a leader I can be.
Well, thank you for standing up for yourself, and we appreciate it. We wish you all the best. Thank you. Okay, and then I think we are down to our final student, and this will be in District 2. So I asked Supervisor Gibson to come down. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you from Morro Bay High School, Krupa Patel. I'll ask you to hold that maybe to give to her
At the appropriate time.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I can't juggle too many things at one time. Is that Krupa, is that correct pronunciation? Okay, great. And we didn't ask Krupa's family and friends and supporters to stand and be recognized. Would you please do that? Thank you for being here. Thank you. So Krupa is planning to major in neurobiology and physiology. She is studying to be a physician. Please come back to San Luis Obispo after you do that. And she is going to be attending
UC Davis.
UC Davis. Congratulations. So Krupa's qualities of a leader are have a broad perspective, good communication skills, and provide growth opportunities for the individuals you lead. I thought that was a very mature comment. So at school, she's super busy like everybody else. She has been on the tennis team for 3 years, played soccer for all 4 years. She's a member of the Morro Bay High School Student Senate for 4 years. And she is on the Superintendent's Advisory Task Force to improve the culture at Morro Bay High School. Interact Club for 4 years. She's been in Mock Trial, Environmental Club, and the Live, Laugh, and Learn Club. When asked why she likes to do community service, Krupa said it not only helps the community, but it helps the student grow. It gives her the opportunity to be a role model to younger students and underscores the importance of helping the community. So being a first-generation college student, Krupa has learned from her family the importance of hard work and persistence. She has also learned the importance of civil discourse and to empathize and appreciate people from diverse backgrounds. So Krupa, I was wondering if you wanted to tell us a little bit more about the Superintendent's Advisory Task Force. So what were some of the issues that you tackled and what outcomes did you see?
So when I was working with the task force, I was able to talk to and meet a lot of new people that came from all over our county and with very diverse backgrounds. And through this, I think one of the biggest issues that I came up with was the issue with social media and how our youth uses it and how our adults see it in the world. And I also saw this correlation through our Student Senate team and the surveys we had with them. And being able to go to parent meetings and being on the panel and talking with parents, I was able to see that I think just like through the need of like educating our adults and creating a thorough communication with our staff and our students and our parents, it'll help create a better change in social media and the use of it.
Yeah, well, thank you. I think you dealt with a lot of other issues there, too. That's fantastic. Thank you for doing that. And we wish you all of the best. Thank you, Krupa. Well, that wraps up our Weyhrich Leadership Scholarship Awards for 2024. I think what makes this group of young leaders especially as impressive is that they started high school in 2020. And endured the full impact of the COVID-19 pandemic with all its disruptions and all its uncertainties. So let's give them another round of applause for their resilience and their perseverance to lead despite very trying times. So thank you again, supervisors. Thank you to all the staff and volunteers at the Community Foundation, to all the parents and everybody who came out today to support these scholarship recipients.